Julienne, I'm so nervous for this test.
Really, Hannah? I think it should be pretty easy.
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, you're shaking, but like, you've had a lot of coffee today, so it could just be that.
No, there's no way.
Okay, Hannah. According to the Journal of Psychopharmacology, when one is already in an anxiety stress state and they drink caffeine, it makes their anxiety go up, and it leads to a manic state.
Does it look like I'm in a manic state? I think it makes me productive.
How do you think you did?
Not so good.
Oh, really? I think it's
Yeah.
pretty good.
I was very nervous.
Oh, Hannah, we studied for that long together, though.
Yeah.
You had this down. Oh, well. Come on. Let's turn it in over here.
Hannah, could you come back here for a second? It looked like you struggled a little bit on this test. What went wrong?
I was very nervous.
Oh, well, let's talk about it. Hannah, what were your studying techniques?
I drank a lot of coffee, caffeinated beverages, and stayed up late to study.
Well, Hannah, the more caffeine you consume, the more anxious you'll feel. According to the Pakistan Journal of Medical Science, caffeine at a dose of 300 milligrams increases anxiety and tension. At a dose of 400 milligrams increases anxiety, especially when paired with a stressful task. And this cup of coffee you have right here probably has close to 150 milligrams of caffeine already.
So you know how I did bad on the test?
Yeah, I heard.
Mrs. Grace was telling me there's a big correlation between caffeine and anxiety, but how am I supposed to get my caffeine without drinking my coffee?
Well, I heard there's a lot of other ways to get caffeine. There's like kombucha, there's tea, there's also just easier ways to wake yourself up in the morning before your test, like hot water and lemons.
Okay, that sounds good. Maybe I'll try that.
Yeah, of course.
Thanks. I want to understand the risks surrounding caffeine. Let's do some research. Here's an interesting video.
There are some positives of consuming caffeine, like allowing you to be more awake and alert. The FDA recommends no more than 400 milligrams of caffeine a day, but you must also take into account your own body weight and tolerance to caffeine. Even though there are some positives, there are negatives as well. Caffeine is a stimulant that affects the central nervous system. So it affects your heart by increasing your heart rate. It affects your stomach by causing acid reflux. It affects your muscles because large amounts of caffeine can cause your muscles to twitch or spasm. And it can affect you psychologically if you have a pre-existing mental illness such as generalized anxiety disorder. Caffeine can cause increased heart rate and jitters, which can make your condition worse. In a study done by the Korean Academy of Family Medicine, after examining 234 students on academic performance, weight, and risks of depression or insomnia, those who consumed more caffeine had lower academic performance, higher weight, and had a greater risk of suffering from depressive symptoms and insomnia. Caffeine is a drug, so just like any other drug, your body can go through withdrawal if you discontinue use. Caffeine can also cause uncomfortable withdrawal symptoms. Some of the symptoms of withdrawal can be headaches, extreme irritability, excessive fatigue, tremors, and changes in overall mood. Research shows that when a person quits caffeine abruptly, it can cause a serious change in the chemicals of the brain, which can negatively affect your mood. According to the Pakistan Journal of Medical Sciences, caffeine at a dose of 300 milligrams can increase anxiety and tension. At a dose of 400 milligrams, caffeine increases anxiety, especially when paired with a stressful task. Caffeine produced significantly greater increases in subject-rated anxiety, nervousness, fear, nausea, palpitations, restlessness, and tremors in the patients compared with healthy subjects.
It all makes sense now. Now I know why I was so nervous before my test. From now on, I'm gonna switch out my coffee for water, especially on a big test day. Whew, that was easy.